My darling, I'm at loose ends.
Where does that expression come from?
I don't know, but
Just a sec. I'm entering a trance-like state.
you don't have to bother.
I'm accessing the internet.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of folk etymology. Someone claims that it's an old nautical term. When sailors were idle, when they didn't seem to know what to do next, they'd be given the task of checking the ends of rigging lines to see if they were loose. Is that the way you feel? That you've been given trivial work just to keep you busy?
No, that's not it. I might not mind that. At least I'd be doing something.
You mean that you feel like one of those sailors who doesn't know what to do next?
That's it.
Then try something different from at loose ends.
Okay, I'm adrift, lost in a fog of uncertainty and indecision.
Better. I mean, well, worse, but better expressed.
Thanks, I guess.
You need a project.
I do.
Something better than checking the rigging. Something... How did Schlegel put it?
I'm not sure that I remember.
Here he comes. He's on his way.
Ein vollkommenes Projekt sollte zugleich völlig subjektiv und völlig objektiv sein. Sein Ursprung sollte völlig subjektiv, ursprünglich und nur in diesem Geist möglich sein.
Hold it. My German isn't what it used to be.
Okay, translating.
Project should simultaneously be entirely subjective and entirely objective. As to its origin, it should be entirely subjective, original, and possible only in this mind. As to its character, entirely objective, physical, and morally necessary. The sense for projects, which could be called aphorisms of the future, differs from the sense for aphorisms of the past only in direction, progressive in the former and regressive in the latter.
You are amazing. How did you do that?
I use Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, the cosmic background radiation, gin, vermouth, and a twist of lemon.
Oh, sure, of course. I should have figured that out on my own.
My darling, tell me something. What brought this on? You usually know what to do next. Your rigging lines are usually tight, your sails full, your course charted. What happened?
I got a voicemail.
Uh-oh.
From the IAAWA.
The IA what?
The International Association of Aging Writers and Artists.
Yikes. What did they have to say?
They said, Mr. Leroy, we are inviting you as a charter member of the IAAWA to lead a discussion at our annual convention.
That's flattering.
I suppose so. And I admit that I felt a warm glow begin to come over me. But then they said, the theme of this year's convention will be, how can we find a way to keep going when the days have dwindled down to a precious few and the door to oblivion is just a few steps down the hall?
Ye gods. And you wonder why I don't answer my phone or listen to my voicemail.
I'm beginning to see the wisdom of that.
Have you been giving the IAAWA discussion any thought?
I've been trying not to. Trying very hard, in fact.
I've been thinking about it a bit.
Really?
Yes, and I think I've decided that you should open with a bang. Something that goes right to the heart of the theme. Something that will startle them.
I'm not at all sure that I even want to go.
They're going to be sitting there feeling old and miserable.
You're probably right about that.
They might be feeling adrift, lost in a fog of uncertainty and indecision.
You're probably right about that, too.
They might be nursing some slim hope that you are somehow going to make them feel young and happy and vigorous.
There's a but coming, isn't there?
But you're going to hit them with the leaden echo. Give me a moment to enter a trance-like state and access the internet. Here it comes.
Nothing can be done to keep at bay age and age's evils, hoar hair, ruck and wrinkle, drooping, dying death's worst, winding sheets, tombs and worms and tumbling to decay. So be beginning to despair. Despair, to despair, 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 despair.
Gerard Manley Hopkins.
Got it in one.
That ought to bring on plenty of weeping and gnashing of teeth and send them running out the door. Well, hobbling out the door.
But you stopped them in their tracks with some bits and pieces of Ulysses.
You and I are old. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note, may yet be done. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. push off. Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield.
Tennyson.
Of course.
So first I knock them down, and then I pick them up.
I would have said that. First, you make them swallow the bitter poison of despair, and then you administer the sweet antidote of hope. But I guess knock 'em down and pick 'em up is basically the same thing.
I see what you're up to, my darling.
Oh, what am I up to?
You're dangling the IAAWA discussion in front of me as a potential project.
Really? Is that what I'm up to?
Don't hold me to this, but, well, I might just do it.
I can swing along through anything, and skies will be sunny and blue. Just as long as the world goes round and around, and I go around with you. I can smile in every weary mile. I know that I'll always come through. Just as long as the world goes round and around, and I go around with you. You are the bow and the fiddle, playing the strings of my heart. There'd be no song worth singing if we should ever part. But life will be the sweetest melody